you were talking about people who are having, struggling with life, right, and trying to
Hmm.
move on. And I also had a few friends that I tried to help out, but it's also, yeah, like you said, it's time consuming and everything like that. And I found like
Hmm.
it's just easier if I can just work on myself, right?
Of course. Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't like to be uncomfortable with life.
I think that's natural. Being
Right.
uncomfortable is in it by definition an inconvenience because you're uncomfortable. You're being moved from your comfort, and it's unsettling, it's distasteful, it's unnerving. Uh, People, you'd rather just relax. If
Right.
given a choice, you'd rather just
Exactly,
be,
but people want
yeah,
to better their
comfortable.
life without being uncomfortable. Like,
Mm,
like when you go to the gym, right? You work out, your body
yeah.
feels uncomfortable. No one wants to like run a mile or two, on
But the weird
treadmill.
thing is, then it becomes a pleasure in it. Like, you see, like when you go to the gym. In fact, after this, you know what, I'm gonna wrap this up soon now, and I'm gonna hit the gym now, because thinking about it, and there's a you see there's a the because sometimes there is a fine line. You see, there's a horizon, but then there's a fine line at a certain point between pain and pleasure, at some meeting point,
Yeah,
not
people need
on
to
the
pass that,
extremities.
right? It's like a
Yeah.
mountain. Like, just like once you go
Mm.
through the struggle, like, you run every day for like, I mean, like maybe like 3 times a week. Within a month or two, you're gonna find the pleasure in it, and you're gonna feel like so much better
Yeah.
off to it.
And I call these things positive addictions that will better you. So, for example, going to the gym
Yeah.
can become an addiction. Like, people that do jogging a lot. Now, I don't do jogging a lot, but people that do that, it becomes an addiction for them. But I think, okay, jogging, even gym, I guess it's as long as people are taking care of themselves as well. They're not, because you got to be careful. Some of these things, you can get injuries,
Yeah, ego
but
left
it's even with jogging, because you can get joint injuries and stuff like this. But
muscle.
these are positive addictions. So when you don't do them, you feel all like you don't feel right, because you need to. But they keep you good and healthy, and so I think these kind of, if you want to call them addictions, are good. They're not
Mm.
bad things. Yeah.
Yeah, but I totally agree, and I think like even facing yourself and your past, it's the same thing, right? It's
Yeah.
no like the struggle at first is discomfort, and you don't want to deal with it, and you just rather just like cry about it or complain about it. But like the more you face yourself, and the more you try to like whether it's lesser your anger or be
Yeah.
less, I don't know, whatever, like prideful
This,
or
you know, this is an interesting point. There's a comment here by Muhammad Hassan. He said, "Look, uncomfortable on your terms versus others is the big difference." And I think that's very profound, Hassan. And I totally agree with you that, you see, let me just, right. So, guys, some of the comments, please keep them civil. Otherwise, I don't want to, I will otherwise have to remove the comments on people as well. Right now, you see, that's very profound, because it comes back to the change that you're saying.
Mm,
The decision to take that first step has to come from you, it has to come from within.
right.
It can't be imposed on you. When a person themselves wants to change, they have to, the willpower has to be there, the irada, that has to be there, that will.
Mm.
And then they can take, as opposed to having it impositioned on you. You see, you can't, it has to be internal. And people can, great things can emerge from that. Yeah.
Mm. I
Hmm.
don't know about that because, like, I don't think my parents ever taught me that way. Like, yeah, they forced me to go to college and school and do that, but there was no like why. They couldn't answer the question why very correctly. I found out the answer by myself. Well, not by
Hmm.
myself, by asking the professors and all that.